Hey everyone, how are y'all doing today? Welcome to Review Sesh. If you've been here before, I really appreciate you coming back to visit me, and if you haven't been here before, give me one moment. Let me tell you who I am and what I do. My name's Mike, and what I do is I review federally legal hemp products and devices. So it really doesn't matter whether it's a consumable product of any kind or whether it's a functional device of any type. We're going to be looking at all of that stuff here on this channel. I really do hope you enjoy the content that I'm making for you. So guys, we are officially done with my concentrate week, which lasted a little bit over a week, closer to 2 weeks, I think, actually. But now that we're done with that, I can get back to what I really love. I can get back to doing my flower reviews and, taking good shots of the flower that I really do enjoy so much. And today we're going to be looking at another one coming from California Gold Farm. But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and go over, just reiterate what I'm doing here, and then we're gonna hop right into the review and get you some, good shots of it and tell you what it tastes like, what it smells like, and all of that great stuff. All right, so as you guys know on my channel here, what I do is I review federally legal hemp products and devices. And a lot of these products have THCa in the name. And if you guys aren't really sure what THCa is, no worries. I'm here to educate you a little bit about it. THCa stands for tetrahydrocannabinolic acid, and it's the naturally occurring compound found on all hemp plants everywhere. More or less, it's the precursor to THC. In and of itself, though, guys, THCa is not psychoactive. You can't just go out and eat a piece of a hemp plant and get any sort of elevated effects. It doesn't really work like that. First has to undergo a process called decarboxylation. And decarboxylation may sound like a fancy chemistry word, and it is, but it's really, really simple principle. Decarboxylation literally just stands for applying heat. So it doesn't really matter whether it's, environmental heat, the heat of the sun, it's just a hot day outside, or if we apply a little bit of artificial heat, like we're known to do with a little bit of flame or an electronic heat source, like what I like to use, that decarboxylates that THCA molecule and it drops the A right off the end of that molecule chain and it leaves you with good old fashioned THC. So, guys, THCA, for all intents and purposes, is THC, at least in as much as it's the THC that everybody that's ever come before us has always been speaking about when they've been speaking about THC. They've been speaking about the naturally occurring compound found on all hemp plants everywhere. All right. So, and since 2018 in the federal farm bill, we can get all of these things to our doors. We don't really have to worry about going out at odd times of night, meeting strange people, getting involved with things that we don't want to get involved in, just to be able to get products like these. And when you get your products, you're going to be getting one of these. This is a pretty generic copy. This is just a notice to law enforcement and the Postal Service. And it's really just a declaration of what comes in this package. So on here it has the applicable sections of the 2018 Farm Bill. And hold on to these, guys. When you're getting these, you know you're getting from someplace that's legitimate. All right? Really do hold on to these. There's no reason to get rid of them at the moment for the foreseeable future, in any case. So just put those aside, stack them in a filing cabinet or something, along with any COAs, certificates of analysis, and stuff like that. So, with that out of the way, and without further ado. Alright, so what we're looking at today, guys, is SubZero from California Gold Farm. And I'm really interested in this strain. I think it's going to offer something really interesting, something very different. But we're going to go ahead and open it up, and I'm going to give it a look. Ooh, oh my goodness. Definitely smells. Mm, it's fruity. I mean, it's fruity. There's definitely some berry or something in there. We're gonna pour it out on the tray here. All right, one large nug and one kind of medium-sized nug. Look at that, though. Look at that cola. That is just one large, beautiful, beautiful nug. This is some of their super exotic premium indoor, and I'm really excited to try this, guys. But before I try it, before I break it up too much, I have to get good images for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a cut here, and I'm gonna get as many good images from this smaller piece as I can, while hopefully not even touching this larger one for some time, because that's too pretty. Um, but hang tight, guys, and I'll be back, and I'll let you know what it tastes like, and all that. On the nose, I'm getting a ton of berry, but it's going to be very smooth, maybe berry, melon, something like that. But I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back, and I've got some amazing shots of this SubZero from California Gold Farm. I am just I'm astounded with this trichome density on this, the health. This is some of the healthiest flower I think I've ever seen. I feel like I could probably spend an entire day just dissecting and taking shots of this flower. I got about 15 shots just from a couple of small pieces. I didn't even use the entire smaller nug for the shots that I did get, and everything was just super, super easy to find a good shot with this flower. Really easy to find a good shot. Very pleasant to take photos of. So I'm going to go ahead and grind up the whole smaller nug that came with it. Oh man, the smell on that is really coming out on the grind. And what I'm noticing on the grind though, guys, I still get some berry in there, but I'm getting some earthy notes in there. Maybe a little bit of, I don't know, something a little bit woody maybe. And it's pretty keefy. I mean, that gave me a pretty decent amount of keef in the catch there. Um, but I want to think it's holding on to most of it, based upon what I've seen in the photos. I do believe it's holding on to most of its keef. There we go. Alrighty. So we are still using the November piece, November box piece from the Weed Box, November box. I do have a December box coming in, but I do believe that I think maybe the Grinch got a hold of it or something like that and has redirected it for a few days. Grinch is really, really very prolific during this time of year, isn't he? So yeah, we'll be trying that with the thermal twist. And this is the original thermal twist from Crossing. They do have a ruby twist, which does have media inside of it, so much much heavier hits, better heat retention, all of that good stuff. And right now, I think both the thermal twist and the ruby twist are pretty much right around the same, you know, cost. So yeah, really good devices. If you guys are wanting to get into vaping, don't bother. I mean, if you've got your own place and you sit at your desk, don't bother with something portable. Get something that is powered, mains powered, that you plug into the wall. Guarantee you, it'll change your life. So we're gonna give this SubZero a shot, and I'll let you know what I think. Mm, okay, that got me. That got me. On the nose, this will fool you. It's got a lot more earthy pine on the front end than it does anything sweet. But there is a hint of something sweet, and it is some sort of berry, maybe. On the nose earlier, I was smelling this. I was thinking berries, melons, something like that. No, now this is earthy, piney gas with a hint of berry, and I barely hit that, and that's what that is. Very, very strong, very loud on the palate. Extremely, extremely flavorful, and I can tell it held in onto a lot of its keef. In this flower, it held onto a lot of it, just based upon how much quick vapor I'm getting. I mean, it's milking this piece up pretty quick, which is usually indicative of it holding on to a lot of its keef. Um, the cure on it, guys, this is vaping perfect. I don't know. Wow, and it's a lot of earth with that pine, but it's so smooth. So it's like a cool, earthy gas. It's really, really nice. And it is kind of a nostalgic flavor too. When you're tasting this, it's gonna remind you of something. And it's probably due to the cross. The cross for this particular SubZero pheno is Northern Lights crossed with OG Kush, which are two, I mean, classics, right? Um, very, very nostalgic in flavor. Very. Um, on the nose, like I say, on the nose, I'm getting a lot more. First thing, I smell berry on the nose. Could just be how I'm smelling it versus how I'm tasting it, but that's what I get. Um, it fooled me. It fooled me. I'll tell you that much. But I'm quite pleased with the flavor. That earthy, piney gas with that hint of berry, super, super nice. And it's a potent one too, at a 26.51% THCa. Um, Fairly high potency. Um, just out of curiosity, I've got to try this. I've got to see. Not that it's really indicative of quality or anything like that, but I have to see for myself how much this one bud weighs. 2.7 grams. That one bud, 2.7 grams. Really, really beautiful. Beautiful flower. Wonderful cure. The nose. If I had to give the nose a score, I mean, it's a 9. It's a very loud nose, but it is deceptive in its sweet front. It's very deceptive. Now the flavor, 9.5, easy, easy 9.5. I don't think you'll ever hear me give a 10. If I ever give a 10, uh, probably be the end of my channel because I don't think I'll ever get around to giving a perfect 10. But this is really good. It's 9.5. It's some of the better tasting flour that I've had this year, and it's crazy. The past few months, I've been trying some really, really good stuff. It seems like the last quarter of this year has really been stepping it up as far as, a lot of places are having some really nice product coming out. Some really, really nice flowers coming out lately. And this is one great example of it. And it's creeping on me all right. It's not really a heavy hitter for me, even at nearly 27% THCa. Um, and that's probably down to the terpene profiles and my personal entourage or whatever. But this is some of the tastiest stuff, and I can see myself after a full bowl of this, or maybe two bowls, feeling pretty good. It is indica dominant, so it's probably going to help you with the usual indica, you know, stuff. You know what I mean? It's going to help you with a little stress relief, anxiety relief. Might help you sleep a little. My lids are getting a little heavier than they were when I started this video, and you know, maybe a bit of appetite stimulation, maybe. I could see a little bit of all of that probably. Mm, very, very tasty. Very tasty, and I'm getting a lot from this relatively small bowl. I packed a fairly small bowl in this, a little bit lighter than I normally would, and I'm getting a lot from it. Mm. It is starting to change a little, starting to toast up a little. The earthy gas is starting to become a little more nutty, woody. The pine's starting to come out a little more, and there's just a hint of, I don't know, sour bite to it. It's really nice, really nice. Mm. Okay, no, it's not a sour bite. It's more of a tart. It's more of a tart on the back end of that. Really, really nice. Very tasty. And I think that's pretty much done for that bowl. Really nice toasting, no combustion. Pretty pretty evenly. Yeah, that's really evenly vaped. Very, very nice cure. Very nice cure on that. Wow. Well guys, that's California Gold Farm SubZero. That is probably some of the tastier stuff that I've had in quite some time. Um, I'm very, very pleased with all the stuff coming out of California Gold Farm right now. So far, everything's been really good. Some things I've liked more than others. Obviously, we all have our different profiles, terpene profiles, flavor profiles that we like. But overall, I will say this is probably some of the best that I've had from California Gold Farm. I got to be honest. Very, very nice. Very nice. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little review. I think I'm gonna pack up this other one and vape on that and hang out with some friends of mine on Discord. Um, I'm so glad to be back to doing the flower reviews. I've really enjoyed the week of concentrates. I do enjoy my concentrates and I enjoy my devices and all of that sort of stuff. But I really do have a passion for taking these photographs and trying to develop my palette more and trying to discover how much further I can go into finding new flavors and all sorts of new things about this plant. And I'm gonna keep doing it. I have so much to go through. It's crazy. I have quite a lot to go through, guys, and some of it you guys are going to be really interested in. I've got some interesting flower up on the lineup that we're going to be checking out soon. So stick with me. As always, if you guys can like, comment, subscribe, share, do all of that great stuff, that really does help. I don't ask for a lot of different types of support in the channel, but that's one great way that I really do appreciate that supports me, and hopefully it doesn't take any of your time, to give me a sub or a like. Um, and yeah, I mean, I'm really enjoying what I'm doing here, and this is as of now, it's the 19th of December. I will have my December weed box, before the end of the month, so I will have it during December, and I will still be doing my unboxing for that. I'm really actually quite excited about that. It's something I will be getting a kick out of in any case, whether you guys appreciate it or not. I know I'm going to get a kick out of it. So be looking forward to that. And, as I move forward, getting back into doing my flower reviews and stuff, I'm hoping that it really does help get my mood back to where it needs to be. And I hope I start getting my energy back now that I'm off of the nicotine. And, you know, getting back to it is really important to me. If I can get back to it before the new year starts, man, when the new year gets here, I'll be ready to go. So, until I see you next time, guys, I really want you to take care of yourselves, take care of your families and your loved ones. And, just don't sweat the small stuff, guys. There's way too many good, positive things out there for us to sweat the small negative things. Don't let the negative things that are tiny become catastrophic things that have grown massive. Um, I know a couple of people in my life, and to some degree, myself and one of my relationships, small negative things have become gigantic distractions, and I've been working really hard to move those distractions out of sight, so that myself and that my loved one, who I'm having these issues with, can move on with our lives and our relationship. And guys, if there's anything that's eating at you guys, and it keeps getting in the way of a relationship with a loved one that you might have, perhaps, take a step back, evaluate it. What really is the issue? And if you think that this is the issue, okay, well, what is the cause of this issue? How did this issue get this way? And a lot of times, what we do when we go back to the cause of our issues, we can then figure out, oh, wait, this wasn't that big a deal to begin with. Let's just put it aside. So that's what I'm doing, and I'll leave you guys with that thought. As always, um, keep on keeping on, guys, and until I see you next time, just continue to stay lifted, continue to stay blessed. Have a good one. Peace.